That's King Docious. uh
That should be the intro.
that should be. What song is that one?
Is leads to
Hey.
sideways. Hey.
This Sammy shows we're just in it. Okay, let me know when you guys
gotta
are ready.
gotta gotta give respect to the man. All right. You let me know. Oh, actually,
Okay.
let me wait till drink afterwards.
All right. So before we start, I always ask, "What's in your cup?" So let's go around. Tell me what you guys are drinking, and you can lie, Carla. I see you looking around like. Wait, remember we can't hear you.
My bad. Sammy brought me this. I have to put this in a cup.
Oh, okay, that ice drink, that $1
Yeah.
ice drink.
Yes.
Jose, what are you drinking?
And, straight vodka. I
Are you
got
serious?
yeah. I got reamed. Well, it's American vodka in support of Ukraine. It's not Russian. So straight American vodka. But I got reamed last time for mixing what was it, beer and something else, and beer and vodka. So
So
this time
I
it's
don't know
straight
if
up.
you guys saw the last one, but Jose just grabbed whatever he can find and mixed it. And he put like vodka, juice, and beer.
Yeah,
And we
man.
were like, that's toxic, bro.
Hey, you make it work. Oh,
What?
give me a second.
Okay.
Technical difficulties. I'm gonna mute myself.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
It's not connected to my Bluetooth.
Your computer?
Oh wait, actually, yeah, my headpiece, like the computer. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, but I don't know if it's your Bluetooth or your computer that's picking
Yeah,
it
we
up.
can hear
Okay, how about now?
you. I
Yeah?
can hear him fine.
Yeah, but I think he can't, like his Bluetooth's not connecting.
Oh, okay.
Okay, how about now?
So
We
yeah,
can hear
same.
you.
You can hear me?
We
Yeah,
can hear you.
same.
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay,
Nice.
dope.
All right,
All right,
perfect.
Sam, what's in your cup?
Oh, just baby tears.
Oh, okay, the usual
The usual,
Sunday
I'm
drink.
on a diet. I'm on a diet, so you know, these are vegan
Hide,
baby tears
hide your kids. Hide your kids.
because I'm thirsty. Nah, it's a little bit of Jim Bean and some sparkling ice. The one that
Okay.
Carter stole from me.
Oh, classy.
All right.
Classy.
Well, I'm drinking some bourbon from a local place here in Miami, by
Mm.
the church, by town Miami. It's
No,
called Big Cypress. Have you been there, Jose?
not as of yet, but put it in my queue.
So shout out to Big Cypress for gifting me this old fashioned recipe. It's already a pre-made
Oh,
cocktail. So
nice.
be
Yes.
jealous. Yeah, it's actually pretty strong, which reminded me why I haven't gone back. That's a story for another day. I got, you know, very turn one day. All right, guys. Welcome. Thank you guys for hanging out with us on your Sunday.
Sure.
Um, Sammy and Carla, who better to introduce yourselves than yourselves? So, Sammy is a local, right, recording artist and producer, and Carla is a local Miami manufacturer. Tell me if I butcher this, okay? Specializing in swimwear, right? Yes, is that correct? Okay. And you have your
That's
own
correct.
little, okay, your own little boutique called.
Made in Miami boutique.
Okay. So at the end, we'll just like plug those in so to make sure everyone gives you guys a follow and you get those likes, those, all that content. Okay.
Hey, thank you.
Of course. All right, guys. So how's everyone doing? What are the vibes?
It's Sunday, just dreading the work week.
Yeah, I think
We
we're on
gotta.
that same frequency.
I
Well,
don't
that
even
just killed
think
my
about it.
vibe. Yeah.
Thanks, Sam.
Right.
Thanks.
Let me go.
God
Let me go get a
dang.
refill.
All right. So while we wait for Sam to come back, Carla, tell us, like, I know I saw that you like had the boutique at a fashion show recently.
Yes.
Tell
Okay.
me how that was.
Do you want to know the real story or or the IG
We not
story?
we no, we want the tea. We want the tea.
Let's know
Okay,
that.
so I just launched the boutique because we've been manufacturing for 8 years for other brands, and although I've been wanting to do my line for a long time, it's been hard because I have other clients. So fast forward to this year, we're like, okay, we're gonna do our line, which we started last year, and we just launched. So one of my really good friends showed me that there was a fashion show going on. So she's like, hey, sign up and go be a part of it. So I'm like, you know what? I just launched. Let me keep this momentum going and let me participate. So I go to participate in this show, and I'm gonna try not to say names. um, I went to the
Big
page of the
Bird.
design. Huh?
Just use random names.
Yes, okay. I went to the designer's page and then I inquired about it. It was a little out of budget for me that was startup, but she went ahead and gave me a good deal. So I was like, oh, okay. She was like, you have to be part of this. So we did it. I signed up, and overall, it was a great experience because like the way that it flowed. Thankfully, I was able to get prepared, but just like it was my first time being on that side, so to see the people be a little bit mean and like really close friends talk bad about friends, I was just like, this is different.
Yeah.
This is different.
Welcome
So it
to the
was a little
fashion
The
industry.
industry. The industry.
exactly. So it
Any
was a little
industry, though.
Yeah.
there was a person who was trying to help me, and so it seemed like he was trying to help me, but then it seemed like he was like trying to like make me look bad. Like I was supposed to be the last show, and then last minute he's like, oh, you're gonna be the first one. I wasn't ready, so I felt like he was like kind of trying to sabotage me,
Yeah.
and then act like he was my friend and help me. So that was weird for me. Thankfully, I did get the vibes a week before the show, so I brought in Lydia, I brought in Little Jenny, I brought in Kiva, and those are my friends that if I have them, ain't nobody messing with me. I was like, if you guys are not with me, they're gonna eat me alive, and they came through. Then I
So
brought Sammy and Ruben.
she had her bodyguard, her squad.
I I did. So it was because of them that I didn't have a horrible experience. I didn't get like treated badly, to be
Okay.
honest. So that
That's
was
good
like
though.
whoa.
That wolf
But
pack.
besides that, everything was awesome. I think I got a good exposure. I got a good amount of exposure. I met a lot of models. I met makeup artists. So it got my foot in.
That's awesome. Is there anything coming up like in the pipeline or like
Are you
Yeah,
trying to
so I'm
model,
gonna
Joe?
do a couple pop-ups
yeah,
and
maybe
then
like
yes, please come through. We're gonna do some pop-up shows in I know April 20th. We're gonna do a pop-up in Pompano Beach.
okay,
So once
Nice.
I get more details on that, I'll post on about it.
for sure. And Sam, what you been up to? I know you dropped an album recently.
Yes.
Yo.
Ah,
Which was in my fashion
Nice.
show.
yes.
Oh, okay. Supporting
It was.
each other.
It was really. It was. That was a great experience. With Carla, she once again. I know she downplays how she acts as far as being a lioness, but the majority of the time she had a lot of things under control, and it was the most. I would say, um, lit, I don't even have the right words, but it was a dope experience seeing her in her field and maneuvering through all the obstacles. You know what I mean? Like just basically, we were there for a reason, and she was able to execute like excellently. But aside from her, um, yeah, man. So my one of my songs for my album was featured in the fashion show during the catwalk. I don't know if I'm using that term correctly, but okay, dope. So that was dope.
The
That was a
dog
dope
walk.
experience. The dog, the dog run, and
It's the next
anyway, that was
segment.
a dope experience. But I did release an album, actually on my birthday. It's a short album, short EP. All of the songs were produced by me, And the actually one of the songs, the last song on the project, wasn't produced by me. But aside from that, I what makes this project that I released different is the fact that I released it on my own platform, as opposed to Spotify, iTunes, Netflix. You know what I mean? These other platforms where you would normally like stream music.
Yeah.
So,
And
and I
why did you
released it on
do
my
that?
first.
Yeah.
It's an
What's the
excellent
thinking
question.
behind that?
Yeah, so the reason why I did that was because for artists that stream their music on like these platforms, they per stream they don't get paid anything, like little to nothing. They literally get paid a fraction of the penny per stream. So like for an artist of my standard, you know what I mean, and my peer group, I'm not getting any money. I'm literally consistently in the red. And my artistry is not just for the money. I didn't create just to have money, but I want to create forever. You know what I mean? And in order for me to create forever, I need to eat. You know what I mean? And my girlfriend loves crab boils, so it's like it's really hard. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out
Like
to
it's
that
hard.
girlfriend.
Yeah, shout out to her. She a real one. So so in order for me to like have a sustainable life, I'm not trying to like we all want to be rich. You know what I mean? Let's be real. But like that's not the objective of me like creating. Like I didn't create because I can be rich. I create because it fulfills me, you know? So in order for me to be fulfilled for the rest of my life, I need to make some form of money, you know? So that's why I took it upon myself to just switch this project. And it's my first time, so there's a lot of things that I'm learning about, that I was prepared to learn about. But I had to I created my own website. I mean, it ain't nothing crazy. It didn't know like like NASA or no Kim Kardashian
SpaceX.
website. It's just basically a place where you can go pick up the product. And I also created some shirts too as well. As you remember, you actually helped me with the design for the Ghost of Doshi. You remember, Joe?
Oh,
We can do better now, so just let me know.
merch.
I like
Merch.
that. So we got merch, we got my music, we got a place where you can find my music videos, basically. And another reason I follow this guy on Twitter. I'm gonna try not to rant so much, but I
No,
found
that's
this
what
guy on
this is for.
Twitter.
Do your thing.
So he's basically advises every creative and every artist to not rely on social media, because social media, the stuff that you put on there, you don't own at the end of the day. One like there was a I don't know if you remember, there was a time where a lot of like celebrity pages were getting hacked. They were getting banned. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah,
And
social media is
losing
great.
everything, like losing all their followers,
Yes,
their
yes, you
content.
remember,
Yeah.
and that happens constantly, And it's like you would you would be damned if oh my camera's disabled. Can you see me,
I can see you.
Yeah, I can still see you, bro.
Carter? That's you. You cross-eyed.
Shots
Ain't nobody
fired
hear you.
so early. Damn.
Sorry, drinking all this tea.
I'm gonna change Carla's name to Cross-eyed Carla.
Cross-eyed Carter.
Damn.
Wait, what was I saying? I want to. Oh, so I follow this guy on
Oh my
Twitter,
god.
and he basically he basically
I don't know if you
advises.
can hear my kids in the background.
We heard them. We love them. we so this guy on Twitter basically advises for everybody in a nutshell to get a website because
So like
God
you
forbid
consult, you pay and you consult him.
I'm sorry.
Like you consult, like he consults you on your
No, we
brand
don't.
or
I mean, he does that, but I ain't paid for it. I just listen
oh
to his
you
watch his
just like
tweets.
you just follow him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
I mean, I should eventually, but when I get to a level where I don't know what else to do in my life, then yeah, I'll probably hit him up. But other than that, the project is called Memoirs of an Introvert. 6 songs, straight to the point, short, so you can like digest it. And I encourage everybody to take a look at it because one thing that I do like about it is the fact into the project and you hear like what are the different ideals of an introvert, you can find out like what, that's me right there. Or maybe it ain't you. Maybe you're not an introvert. Maybe you think you're an introvert, and in actuality, you're not, which is cool. At the end of the day, it's dope music for you to consume. And
What's the
I'm done
website,
talking.
Sam?
Excellent question. You are full of great questions. Oh my gosh.
I know.
It's called kingdocious.com.
Oh, that's easy. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you gonna have a
Can't.
Kanye MP3 player?
You know what's crazy? Like, I kind of like. I'm not gonna say that it was my idea. You know what I mean?
You
But that was my
consulted
idea.
Kanye.
I
He
mean, he's
listens
like
to
my
you
dad,
guys.
so like it's okay. We can take
Okay.
each other's ideas.
All right, so I'm on it. It's pretty good layout. And then the music and art section.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Respect.
All right, guys. So again, thank you guys for being here. Jose, you want to intro yourself just in case people forgot from the last two times they saw you already?
Nothing's changed. I'm still
Uh,
balding, low latitude, middle management, corporate America.
you haven't grown any
Nothing
more hair,
exciting.
Jose?
No, and I'm still waiting for that. Well, I got look. This is a week of not shaving. Rocking
That's
that.
dedication.
Look at that. But no,
So,
no, no. Everything's cool. I'm still me. I'm still Hoseby. Um, Nothing's changed. My house is still a damn mess. I apologize in advance for the noise in the background. I think my dog's trying to get in. He has anxiety when I'm not around. I think he's the alpha, so that's poor on me, if anything. So I have a problem establishing dominance. I guess so. No, nothing's changed. What's new in your world, Joe?
um, new, nothing much. It's been a while since we last recorded because coronavirus. That's all I'm gonna say. My
Coronavirus.
my family got sick, and then after they were all fine, I got sick, and it's just been. It's a. I feel like 2022 has been so overwhelming, even though it's been so short, and it like both in good things, right? Like momentum, the things that I want to do, like getting my ideas, like done and my goals, but like on the world end as well as some negative things, and it's just a lot right now. So it's been a while. I think this is like the second month we haven't done it, but we're back, and I'm happy to be back and hanging out with y'all. It's been a while since we had some time to just kick it. So I'm excited. The topic for today, again, this is like an open format, just hanging out and stuff, but like to just get it started, right? So I don't know if you guys saw like the last two episodes, which were basically about like gender roles, right? Traditional gender roles. So like what that means is basically as based on whether you're a man or you're a woman, like what you were expected to do, whether it was at home, at work, right? And that involves like the way that you were expected to act, the way that you were expected to communicate or not communicate, and then the role that you played like in a relationship. So we talked about anything from who should pay the first date and like what gender roles like we kind of saw at home, right? Like what we were raised in, and if we still kind of like follow those kind of gender roles or if it's different now, right? But this time I just wanted to kind of like touch on like the hot topics, which are like, I don't know if you guys been seeing the last couple years, but I feel like in like the athlete and celebrity world, like fashion is becoming like a greater way of self-expression than it used to be. Like before it was like red carpet events, right? Like you wanted to make sure that you looked like tip top. But now like just on a everyday you see people kind of express themselves differently through their clothing, not necessarily like just, celebrities, but everyday person. Like you could be at a bus stop and you're like, "Damn, that person's like, on point or whatever." But there's been a lot of controversy with like artists, right? Recording artists and athletes in the way that they dress. So there's some people like pushing like those norms, right? The what's expected. So you see like Young Thug wearing a skirt or Bad Bunny. I think he recorded a video a year ago or two where he was like, in drag basically. Yeah, he
I
was a
remember
woman.
that.
Um, but then it could be anything as simple as women wearing suits, right? Because at some point we weren't allowed to really wear pants. All we could wear was skirts and dresses. But then so and then also like coloring your hair or painting your nails or like just little stuff like that. So I just wanted to kind of pick your brains of you can pick any of those, but like what you think about it, how you feel, because everyone here has like everyone in this chat right now has a creative side, right? So I think a part of us can like agree like okay, it's a form of self-expression, but then what about the other side? Like how do you feel about it, you know? So whoever wants to start, please go ahead.
Nah, I mean, whatever. Then I'll kick it. I living in Miami, man. Damn, man, I feel like crap. Sometimes I
What?
see folks on point on the regular, and I got a very simple style. I remember even going to like LA Fitness, which I while back, everyone was color
Let me
coordinated.
see your guns.
Huh? Yeah, look at these guys. But no, what I'm saying is, I would put in like a garbage T-shirt and some garbage shorts and some garbage sneakers just to hit the gym. And then I slowly started looking around the environment and I'm going, yo, this guy has like the neon green kicks to match his neon green shorts, to match his purple, whatever, tight suit up top or whatever, tight shirt. And I'm like, and then I would see it. I was the bum. I was the bum of the gym. And it just felt like, dude, I didn't know, I didn't get that memo where I needed to dress or be on point just to work out. So I see it trickle into so many areas, and that's why I brought the example of the gym because it even goes there. But I don't know if that's so much as a Miami thing, or is that just now the general culture where you have sneakerheads come through and they put a lot of love and thought into everything that they put on. I'm very basic. I mean, I like design, so I'm very attracted to you know
Graphics.
graphics and things. So I keep it kind of clean. But is
But
it
how
real?
would you feel if I don't know, a guy walked into the gym next to you and that's what I'm saying. There's levels to it. So like before, like men didn't wear pink, right?
Yeah.
Now you just kind of go, okay, whatever. But like, so like let's take it to like a higher level. He walks in, so instead of shorts, like basketball shorts and a tee, right? He's got
Leggings.
a crop top
Yeah,
and
leggings are like a
leggings.
sports top.
I mean, if you can work out in that, you do you, boo. I don't. I don't give
So
a
you
damn.
do you feel like he should be free to express himself with his clothes
Yeah, no,
however
believe
he
it or not,
sees?
I'm giving him props. I'm giving him props because
Yeah.
he's thinking outside that box or whatever. He's on point.
This
I'm
is
the one who
fully.
feels I'm the one who feels like,
You feel the
you
shame
know,
for him.
yeah. I'm like, dude, am I? I mean, I'm in my 40s, so every year that goes by, I'm thinking, is this the year that I am officially an old fart, and or is this something where is there still a slim chance where I can pick up on the trends and kind of you know do good on it? But I had no idea. I got no
That's
idea.
Bro,
What
have
that
you
you
sounds
know?
seen
like
Diane Keaton? Like that older actress lady?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
She's a killer on fashion and
for
she's like
sure.
80 years old. So
I
there
know.
is no age to that. Go
But I
ahead,
see
Sam.
guys like Sam with these shirts sometimes, and I'm like, damn, damn.
Sam's crying because you said
Where'd you
you may
get
be
that?
too old.
Where'd you get that? Because I wouldn't even know where to start. I am stuck on Banana Republic, yeah, like the basics. Banana
yeah.
Republic, Gap, Nordstrom, Macy's, like the typical. So these boutiques, that like your bikini boutique, I have no idea where they exist. I have no idea. So, and then I feel okay. Well, even if it looks good, am I that old guy who's just trying too hard? So then it becomes this whole thing, I'm like, that looks ridiculous on me. Screw that. So I don't know. But as far
I gotta
as
get my
like
choice.
you breaking that mold, hey man, more props to you. in my opinion. I love it. I love
Well,
seeing the creativity because, not to your point, Joe, we everyone here on this on this cast is pretty much open to creativity. So I respect it. I acknowledge it. I I support it. It's just I feel like it's like a ship sailing by, and I'm going, dude, am I?
You're like
Can
you're
I
like
still get
waving
on
to the
that? Can I
cruise.
still get on that thing? Maybe I'm just gonna be that guy waving, like, hey, I support
well,
you.
I'm in my 30s and I kind of feel the same way about you. So, yeah, I think it's just, it might be a personality thing,
I think
you
it's a
know?
confidence thing. Like you
Yeah,
have
I
to
was
have a
ready to
certain
say that.
level of
I think if you
confidence
have, I think
to be
that's
like, you know what, I could pull that off. You
yeah,
know, and
definitely.
I don't know because there can be, I've seen, okay, so in my local park where I take my kids and my sister's kids, there's a boy who is a girl, and I'm so, please don't cancel me. I don't know how to refer to this
a
properly.
transgender woman.
Okay,
That
thank
means
you.
like he was a male, right?
Yeah, so I don't know the full if he's completely a woman or not,
Oh,
like
okay, okay, okay.
relation, I don't know, but he
So
dresses
he
like a beautiful
presents
woman.
himself like a woman.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's in the park where I take my kids. So I'll be honest, I'm not, I don't look at him and like judge him, but I do one of these like where I look at him like, and then I
How?
don't know,
Wait,
like
I need you to replay that.
Yeah, that's it. I need a second take on that.
Hold on, hold on. When I tell you. Okay, ready? And wait, no, she's still laughing. Ready? Go.
so he passes by and I look at him and I do one of these like, and I look the other way because although he looks beautiful, I don't know if he thinks or she thinks, I'm sorry, that I'm
Like you
looking
don't
at her.
want, yeah.
Like I'm not looking at her because of what you're looking at. I'm actually looking at her style. Like she has
You're
like beautiful,
curious. Yeah.
yeah. So, but I don't want to stare, but I want to look. So I be, like I don't know what to say about that. Like I support it, I guess, or like I don't have a problem with it, but it is a little like for me, it's still a little shocking, to be
It's a
honest,
little
to see.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Carla.
No, no, no.
I hear that. To be honest, I think disclaimer to avoid getting canceled. This is how do I put this? It's new.
Think this through.
You know what I
Think
mean?
this through. Okay.
Yeah, it's new. So it's like if I treat it like anything that I'm not familiar with. I'm gonna look at it and stare at it. Like for example, I never been to Japan. You know what I mean? But from what I hear, I heard a lot of like or China or wherever the case may be. I hear when black people be out there, the Asian people are just staring at them because they never seen one in real life. You know what I mean? Like so, it's like you gotta add
Not even
context to it.
in Rush Hour? Rush Hour 1, Rush Hour 2?
Um, Only like
Damn, Joe.
on like Comic Con.
Nice parody.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
When Comic
Gotcha.
Con for Rush Hour visits China, then that's when they see them. But or the Olympics, I don't know.
That's true. Yeah.
So you know what I mean. But I'm not comparing that. I don't want to. But that's just like the spectacle of it all. You know what I mean? And
You're
it's
not
not coming
used
from
to
a
it.
rude place. Yeah, I'm not used to it. So it's like the pronouns and all that jazz. Like I'm me and Carter the same age. So it's just like there's a lot of things that we're still learning about and that
Yeah.
what we grew up with, and there's a lot of things that we have to like unlearn and relearn type of ordeal. So I just think when it comes to like you know, for example, like in the scenario with Jose, he said like being in the gym, and then a man comes in and he's dressed in like tight jeans or whatever the case, like he dressed like a woman working out. I'm gonna be confused. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna 1,000. I'm gonna be like, what? Like he looked like a man, he built like a man, but like he's wearing like
But that's
female
how he feels
clothes.
the most confident in working out
Right,
at the gym.
right. And that's his prerogative. Respectfully, that's his prerogative.
Yeah.
My reaction is I'm not used to that. So I'm just gonna see it, I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna give one of them Carla looks, and probably just move, and more than likely move on with the rest of my day. I ain't gonna ask him, hey man, how's that Fenty feel? You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna just keep it moving. I'm gonna mind my business, which I'm really good at.
Fenty. When Young Thug and like all these other artists, like they also like wearing like purses and things like that. Did you have that same feeling when you saw that?
Um, I had a lot of different feelings, to be honest, because I look at it myself too. The first thing I ask is, would I ever do that? And the answer 9 times out of 10 is hell yeah, no. It's hell no.
But wait, let me. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Right.
you being in the music industry, right?
Yes, sir.
And tell me if, and correct me if I'm wrong, of course. Don't you feel that fashion is almost parallel to a sense of credibility and creativity? So, okay, so if I'm a music artist and I'm dressed like this, I would think that that would hinder or be looked negatively because I'm not showing that level of flair or showing that level of excitement. So you being out there when you're collaborating, when you're showing up, even just to the studio, do you just show up on kind of regular cut, or do you like if you know that you're gonna be doing something with like a well-known artist, do you try to step up your fashion game, or do you just go in, as
Yeah.
is? I just
No,
would
that's a
love
very
an
good
answer.
question. That's a very good question. I think it also depends on the type of artist you are too. Young Thug and all these like mainstream artists are known for being like highly fashionable and to spend money on fashion and to be braggadocious on like the fashion and stuff that they purchase and whatnot. When it comes to me, I'm I am a student of Dave Ramsey, so like if it ain't on sale, I'm not buying it. You know what I mean? So like, and that's what I portray in my music as well too. It's just
All
like
right.
I don't exuberate like this braggadocious sense of being fashionably, affluent. No, the majority of my music, I'm talking about either doing drugs or touching girls with consent, or, or you know
Or
Ah,
what I
look
mean.
at that
without.
disclaimer. Look at that disclaimer just sneak through.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's that, but so it's like I think it correlates with the type of artist and where that artist wants to go. I think there, just to add to what you're saying too, there is a sense of pressure for artists to
Yeah.
be fashionably inclined, to buy the name brands, to purchase, to know about these name brands. And I would say I'm in a better space because, respectfully, I know who I am and I know what's in my wallet on some Capital One shit. So I don't really need to like follow those type of trends, and I'm not like succumb to that type of pressure. So,
All
but
right.
yes, KRS One. Just to add to that, KRS One did say typically there's four elements of hip hop, and he added there's more like over the years of time, four elements of hip hop, meaning what creates hip hop. There's rapping, graffiti, DJing, and and wait, rapping, graffiti, DJing, and what's the fourth one? Yeah.
Fashion.
No, it was fashion is after the fourth.
Got it.
Damn, he's gonna smack me in the head if he ever sees this. I just forgot the
Uh,
four levels of hip hop. Fourth element.
I wish
Well,
I
you
could.
Whatever. I'm a
remember
little
it,
I've
late.
yeah.
watched. I've seen KRS One live.
Yeah,
Guy's a
it's
beast.
but he added that there was fashion was also part of hip hop as an additional element of hip hop. But there you go. I'm done rambling.
Well, what about in the fashion industry then? Do you feel that like you just said you did a run? What's it called? A runway or catwalk? What's it
A
called?
dog run. A dog run.
MCing?
I don't think I was like it. But
Catwalk.
now think about it. You're designing dresses, or I mean bikinis. Do you feel a sense of a pressure to kind of just show in and elevate? Take your fashion sense to the next level, just so you have a sense of credibility. Yes or no? I mean, I'm just curious. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong answer. I'm just curious.
You, you're asking me, right?
Yeah, Carla. Sorry, Carla.
Okay.
This was at you. I don't
No,
think Sam was wearing bikinis or anything like this.
Not
just making
yet,
sure.
not
Just making
yet.
sure.
He may wear a
So
Speedo
to
this
be
summer.
You, yo, when he
coming
gets that
soon.
Grammy, we're we're gonna see him accepted in a bikini, bro. Bet,
Ooh. Well,
bet.
you know, to be honest, before I went to, because this is my first, it was my first time. I did think about those things. I'm like, well, should I have to like, should I add some like wild boots or like something extravagant so that I could stand out? So I did think about it, but then I was like, okay, you know what? I rather this is my initiation. Let me be true to myself. So I'm like, this is just and if it gets accepted, then awesome. If not, when I try again, then I'll see how I fit in. But I wanted to try to be true to myself. It so much so that when I went out in the catwalk, I went out dressed how I would like me, who I am. And they were like, "Are you going to job interview?" You know, I guess they expected me to wear something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who told
yeah,
you
yeah.
that? We're gonna come after that.
Same person who was trying to like
Okay.
sabotage me and help me at the same
Oh,
time.
buddy
Trying to
trick.
make you feel
Yeah,
insecure.
yeah, exactly. So,
How was he
but
dressed?
you know, after my show, which I was the first one, they put me first, and I was out. So I
Oh.
didn't even see how he was dressed. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. But I know what you're saying. There is that pressure, and you do think about those things. You know, maybe after I do a couple, maybe I might go a little bit more flashy or extravagant. But I did want to say, I want to bring in the topic of the men with the nail polish.
Oh,
That,
Pete Davidson.
oh
A
man,
lot of people are
I
doing it
try to be
now.
like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, but I can't. I personally just can't like be like, wow, that looks so cool on him. Like I just can't. I can't get with
Well,
it.
you see, it's funny because I'm a little older, or whatever. It's like not even an issue. I just don't care. It's just a thing. I no, believe it or not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not about to sport it anytime soon, but it's just like, oh, okay. It's like seeing ponytails on a girl. I don't care. It just doesn't hit me up like any kind of
Oh,
way.
I
But you know what?
cringe.
I'm talking out my butt
Really?
because maybe if my kids show up and they have the nails, then now so it's more in my circle.
Okay.
Then I might think about it differently. I don't know. I don't know, or maybe I just don't care.
Well,
You
right
know,
now,
maybe I
every time
just
I see it, I cringe. I can't. I see a
really.
man with
It's
like white
that
nails.
much of an issue, like the
For
whole.
me, I'm just like,
Ah, alright.
So it doesn't
I just
matter
I
if they're
thought.
like like a punk rock style with black, or like a J Balvin with colored. It doesn't matter to you. It's just cringe. Period.
well, you know what? To be honest, I guess because I've seen it so much more with the punk. If I was to see a punk dress with the black, it wouldn't be as cringeworthy as I see now, like
Yeah,
Bad
because
Bunny or
that's
like
been
the
around since the
colorful.
'80s. You know,
Cause like
guys have
they
been
like
doing
yeah,
black nail polish since the '80s, dude, or
But maybe
or
I'm
'70s.
like
biased in that
Prince,
area.
right? Prince dressed
Oh man,
pretty
Prince is
like
another level. Yeah.
non gender. He had like tight bell bottoms,
That's
like his
true. That's
hair,
true.
But I feel like that's a rock
Yeah,
and
but
roll
that's
thing,
Prince.
right? They're pretty
Yeah, that's
much
why I
all
was
like that
addressing it
way.
to Sam. I was like, not that he's rock and roll, but whatever. You know, just saying the music industry in general likes to step up their game when it comes to, or not even step up their game, but really define a look towards himself. I feel it's their business card. So, you know, some guys, stick it true. Some guys just, I'm trying to think, like more of the folk singers and shit. But for the better part, I feel that there's always extravagance in both the fashion industry and the music industry. So that's why I was just curious as to like what's your level of currency in that. Like, do you feel you have to adapt to the norms or what you see out there, especially in Miami, which is so fashion forward, or you just follow your own path and say, hey, this is me. I'm gonna let my talent speak for itself, and then I'll figure that out in the later as a phase two.
Yeah, so I'm more for the first part of your explanation. Yeah, I'd rather just be me, see how it goes, and then which just like how in their way, like the let's say like the whole gender role situation, like how they can come out with a dress, like a man could come out with like I don't know if you saw the Gram, I think it was the Grammys a couple years ago, how there was a lot of guys that were like big, flowy dresses.
Harry
So that's accepted.
Styles, yeah.
Yeah, you see, I don't know no names, but all of them, yes. And no, there was another one. I'm gonna try to find it and send to you. But just like they have their freedom and it's accepted, I feel like well then I should have my freedom to be my little. I wouldn't say conservative, but to have my style and expect for it to be accepted as well.
Yeah, because it's what you most feel confident and comfortable in, right? And if it's that, just because it's basic to someone else doesn't mean like that's not to you. So I have a question for you and
Exactly.
Sam. Um, do you guys ever feel, because like I've had this, or Jose too, like an inclination to kind of like try something outside of like what you're used to? Like sometimes I think like, man, like if I really like put some money into like my wardrobe, right? Would I make the same decisions, or would I play around with certain styles that maybe I didn't try, right? Because we've tried to play it safe, right? What we're used to, what we feel comfortable in. Like, do you guys ever have the inclination or like the thought of like, hey, let me try like something crazy, something different and see how it works out?
Can I answer that question first?
Of course.
So I would say I'm open to trying it out. And I would give this a testament towards like my transition from being like a 90s b-boy, which I
Oh,
remembered
I
the
thought
fourth
you meant your
element of hip
transition
hop
into something else. So I was like, wait, when?
into a young
I've
man.
missed out so much in 2 years.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute. I try to send you my blog, but I would say so. I would say, I used to wear like a lot of baggy clothes back in middle school. You know what I mean? And in like the hip hop, or for lack of better words, urban. I don't even like using the word urban. The hip hop
Yeah.
community, black community, whatever you want to call it, they would. You wear skinny jeans, you'll be presumed as, with a crooked wrist. So it's like
Unless you were like a skater boy or something.
exactly,
Yeah.
unless you're a skater boy or whatever the case may be. So, growing up, I was opposed to skinny jeans or slim fit, if you will. So what I did was I eventually took a leap of faith, lost some weight. That's the only thing. That's only to be honest. That's the only reason why I wore skinny jeans. I lost weight because I could fit in them. So
Is that
it's not that I
confidence?
wanted
That's what
skinny
I'm
jeans.
saying.
Skinny
Like I
jeans
feel
didn't
like the
want
more
me.
confident you are, the more like
Yes,
more apt to trying something, you know.
agree. I agree. So yeah, I would say that um, because of that scenario, I have become more open to trying out different clothes, different colors. You know what I mean? Because I wear black because I'm not confident to wear other colors. You know what I mean? I don't think other colors look good on me. Black, you can't go wrong whether you're in a funeral or a wedding. You gotta look good in it. So
Would you ever try wearing a skirt
no,
What if
at
Carla
all?
made it for you? Like she sewed it and it was like custom to your
Had the
style, to your
Ghost
swag,
logo
and
on
you
it.
like how about like with pants? Like you have pants under, obviously not just a skirt, but would you wear it on top of like it looks dope?
maybe if there's like some like
Special event.
cultural, like if it's tied to like a cultural like
Okay,
scenario, like maybe
got
if
you,
the
got you.
old
Kilt,
Nigerians were to wear it.
kilt, kilt.
Like Scottish?
Like if I'm like, what's a
For St.
Scottish
Patty's, for
holiday?
St. Patty's next, the Irish.
No, man, that's
Okay, so if
Irish.
I'm like
Top of the
rapping at
morning
a
to
St.
ya.
Patty's event and I'm getting paid for it, yeah,
Okay, so you have to get paid for it. Okay.
yeah,
Look,
you can't make me wear a dress for free. What am I, Medea?
It's not a dress. It's not a whole ass dress. It's not like fitted like all to your body.
Okay, I can't wear a whole man dress.
But do you guys remember like when we were young, like it was the same thing with earrings. Like if you came home, like
China.
if you were a boy and you came home with an earring, mm,
Yeah,
that was
They
some
be trying
feminine
to
stuff.
and
kids out of you.
now it's nothing.
But
That's
nowadays
where I
it's like,
see. Yeah, that's why I just see it as progression, and it's so interesting how I see it completely different. Where as I see the progression in fashion keeping going forward, I'm just feel that I'm being left in the back. I'm like, yeah, I'm not jumping on that just yet. I
Jose,
don't know
all you
about
gotta
that.
do is get a piercing like in the middle.
Nah, it ain't gonna happen, dude. Yeah.
Listen, but
But look, leveraging. Oh, I'm sorry. Go, Carl.
you know, I was just gonna say, to be honest though, I don't think I know that they've been pushing the whole men in skirts and dresses. They've been pushing it hard, but to be honest, in my perspective, I don't think that's gonna be something that's gonna stick and it's gonna like evolve and more men are gonna wear it.
It should. It should though.
No, but you know
You're
what?
not.
My opinion?
You're letting it flow. You're letting it flow down
No,
there,
no,
man.
no,
There's
no.
nice air circulation,
Dresses and
ventilation.
skirts
There's a lot
are
of benefits.
uncomfortable.
Thank
More
Okay?
you.
Dresses
chaotic.
and
Really? I mean,
skirts are
yeah.
uncomfortable.
Really?
Because if they were that comfortable, we wouldn't want to wear suits
Or
and
pants.
pants and
That's true.
shorts. Okay?
That's
Exactly.
true.
So there's nothing airing down there when you
It's
have
not
some.
gonna stick.
Oh
Yeah,
no, it's
it's
not
not.
airing on
It's
there. I
sticking.
just
It's rubbing.
assumed.
It's your legs
Oh,
are
okay.
rubbing.
Yeah.
I just
Jose, you
felt,
are chaotic.
dude. I just felt there'd be like
Jose,
a lot of
Jose's like,
ventilation there.
I'ma just, you know.
Like, let it flow. Let it flow.
I can
No,
only
but
imagine going to a studio session and I'm wearing like a kilt or a dress and just having everybody
Just
just
make sure you have your legs crossed.
no, your
Please.
confidence level has to be like level 3,000 on that front. But
that's
look,
scary.
leveraging on Doge, it's funny because I remember when I first saw Lil Wayne in skinny jeans, and I went, yeah, that ain't going. Oh, look at this duck. Oh, this is not a good look. And sure enough, fast forward because again, I'm not that trendy.
10
3 years,
years
maybe 4
later.
years late. Shut up, Joe. 3 or 4 years
It
later,
is. It's been a
I was
while.
I went into Forever 21 and I saw that they had a men's section and I saw the skinny jeans. And I'm like, I'm gonna put them on. Those were the most uncomfortable things I've ever put on. I put them on once, and my wife knows I don't return shit, so they just I, they ended up in Goodwill. But
I want to
as time
salute you for that.
progressed, I started wearing skinny jeans, and now it's the most the now they have the elastic skinny jeans, like
Yes,
the ones
I love
they're like
those.
Jose,
jeans
say your
that
Big
age without
stretch.
saying your age.
I don't know what they're
Leave him
called then.
alone.
I don't know what they're called then. Yo, I
Yo,
don't
I
know what they're
got these
called.
elastic skinny jeans.
They're
Yo,
stretchy,
stretch.
stretchy denim,
Sweatpants.
stretch denim, denim stretch. I don't know what the f
No,
it's
yeah,
called,
those are
dude.
comfy. Those are comfy.
Dude, I'm like these because and believe it or not, I remember like a year before my wife was wearing them when she was pregnant, and I was just like, oh okay, but I didn't know they were meant made for men too. So when I came onto them by chance, dude, I only rock those stretchy denim. I don't know what they're called, Joe. Tell me, help me out. I don't know what they're
It's
called.
stretch fabric.
Tell
Stretch
us the
fabrics.
secrets.
What?
But yeah, like
So
as a whole,
yeah,
I think the culture
yeah,
wears like more fitted clothes, and
yeah.
it
Yeah,
looks nicer. It,
It's
like it
definitely
agreed.
actually
more
looks.
flattering.
But
Yeah.
I'm like Doge. I only had baggy ass pants, like baggy jeans,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna really take it back. I don't know if you guys ever knew what skater like jinkos were.
I was just
Okay.
gonna. I knew you was gonna say it. Them Jinko
Boom.
jeans,
Those wide jeans.
Yeah, man. Those wide
boys.
bell bottoms, like ridiculousness, which I want to shoot myself in the face wherever have sporting those. But it is the epitome of baggy. But
Yo,
now I do skinny. But at the end of the day, I try to answer your question, Joe. I've tried to go outside my comfort zone. That's collecting dust in my closet. I don't know if it's a mental thing or if I'm actually true to myself. I'm going, yeah, you look ridiculous in that, and it's just hanging there. Like I did this wild Rick and Morty pink shirt with like a cool ass graphic, and I was just like, nah. I wore it
But it's
inside the
cause,
house,
is
and
it
I
cause you were
couldn't take it outside.
insecure about
Yeah,
it?
it may
Uh
be a
huh.
confidence level, but I'm pretty apt. I'm no, I'm pretty self-aware. And if I look in the mirror and I would make fun of myself, and I make fun of people, Joe. I make fun of people, and if I can rip on myself in the mirror, I'm like, I'm not putting that on. So, it, look, there's a show called Blackish, and whoever puts the clothes on the dad, it's like I would want them to just go in because they do these things that they looks great on that protagonist. He looks great on that central character, but I would have never picked it. But looking it on him, I'm like, damn, this shit, that thing rings. It looks good. So I would love to know where they buy that, but and also I'm not about to drop $800 on something. That's
Yeah,
also
fashion's
on
expensive.
that level too. It's like, not doing that either. But if I can, I want to try to, like in anything, you want to evolve. You don't want to stay in the background of things. You don't want to just, that's why you see these people who were born in the 40s and 50s still wearing the suspenders or whatever, the overalls, what do they call it?
Yeah,
Overalls and
suspenders.
stuff, because they're used to it with the flannel shirt, like this typical farmer shit, because that's what they were wearing as kids and they just never let it go. Or that white shirt, that short sleeve collared shirt with a tie, it was nice in the 70s. You
Jehovah's
can't rock that
Witness.
shit now. Jehovah's Witness. I don't want to be that guy. That's my fear. So every
But
time I see
Jose,
someone,
but you are that guy.
no, no, I know, I get it.
Jose,
No, I'm just
I
kidding. I'm
get
just
Jose,
it.
kidding.
chill.
I,
Okay.
I get it. I
I'm
get
the
it.
Yo,
bully of the group.
Jose, you look.
Jose,
Thank
as
you.
long as you don't wear
This
that
one's for you.
white shirt, you're fine. No, but I think like with all of us like giving our, points of view like that, it really comes down to like confidence and insecurity, because it
Facts.
takes a level of
Yeah,
courage to look at
but
something and be like, you know what, let me try that, let me add
and I get
some
you, Joe, and I
jewelry to
get you,
this,
and
or
I'm
a
sorry to
different
interrupt.
fit, right? Go ahead.
I get you, Joe. I'm sorry to interrupt, but the thing is, you know, everyone here has seen
You
that
know.
mom or that dad who looks like a ridiculous piece of like nothing, where they're just trying way too hard and you're just looking at them and you're shaking your head
Hey,
going,
But
oh
that's
you
the
know what?
god.
difference. It's
But they're
insecurity.
trying. No, no, but they're trying, but it
But they're
just
still
doesn't fit them.
insecure. That's why they're trying so hard. When
So
you
what?
see
Okay.
someone that is like secure, man, have you guys ever been out like to Wynwood where there's a lot of people? I have seen, and this is not even gendered, like I have seen some thick, okay, women wear some things that I would not wear. And I look at them and they carry themselves like with a certain regard that I'm like, you know what? Kill it. Like you look amazing. And it's not about size, or it's about her confidence. The way that she's like, I look fucking good no matter what anyone thinks. Now if you're insecure like another person, and you're just like trying too hard, that just shows you're insecure. Because if you're confident, you're not trying to get the attention. You just are.
I can see that.
So actually, that's what I was trying to get to with the transgender person that I saw. Like I feel like she tries to be confident and she wears these things like look at me. But then when you see her like walk, like she always like those people that walk with
Like
like
they
their head
cower.
down and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so I feel like even though she's trying to be um like bomb, I feel like she's actually insecure. She doesn't give those oh I look good vibes. Like she's very like she's like in a little shell and like kind of like makes
Yeah.
it awkward. But what I was also gonna say was it's not just about the fashion because it's also about the styling. Fashion and style is
Yes.
Come
because
on,
Yes.
it
speak
could
on it,
be
Style
girl.
yourself.
Preach. Let's go.
a trendy thing, but you can style it and make it look good. So I think it has a lot to do more than with styling than with the actual fashion aspect of it.
Who's
Okay.
responsible for the style, though? Is it the person who puts on the clothes, or is it who's creating the clothes?
No, the person who's putting it on because you
You're
can grab
composing it.
exactly. You
Yes.
grab
Okay.
a Gucci this, a Dior that, or whatever, and you style it and bring it together. So just because on the runway it looked as, which that's another thing. There's also like runway and then there's real life. Because
Yeah.
the things that are on the runway you're not gonna wear,
Never.
unless you live that life. Yeah, unless you're like that elite that lives in that life that goes to those things, you're really not wearing that. So you have to learn how to style yourself too. So I think that comes hand in hand with your confidence. So with my bikinis, I actually was I debating like I wanted to do a plus size, only plus size, but then I was like, well, I don't want to leave out, the smaller girls and this and that. So tell me how I created these styles for plus size, and one of the models was like, hey, like these styles are cute, but I don't always want to wear a one piece, and I don't always want like I want to wear the triangle that the skinny girl's gonna wear. I
Okay.
was like, ooh. I was like, okay, you're right, you're right. So I actually made almost all my styles be able to go from small to 3X.
Oh, that's
Okay.
beautiful.
Oh,
I didn't know
nice.
that. That's
There's
Nice.
some
amazing.
Yeah, I
confident,
do
bro.
have a curvy section.
Bro, there's people who are so confident and like y- they. I'm not. I don't know how to like say this the right way, but like Have you ever been like maybe unhappy with your weight and you're like super insecure about it? And then like you lose weight
all
and
the
you're like,
time.
hell yeah, like I look like, and then you start dressing yourself better, you start taking
Yeah.
care of your, right?
Yes.
Like there's people who just like are okay, like they're happy, like maybe, they're at a certain weight, but like they're confident and they're happy and they're owning it. And like that's just like that is the key to everything. So like while I may be insecure here in my little world of wearing a two piece, there's someone who's not, and they're just like, let me get that, so
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I think to add to what you're saying, confidence goes hand in hand alongside fashion, and ultimately everything that you do in all of our respective fields. Um, y'all hear that? Is that an echo on me?
Yeah, a bit.
You hear it?
But just run through it. It's all good.
My bad. It's my computer. It's overheating. Um,
Let's start a
like this is
GoFundMe for Sammy so we can get him a nice computer.
this is a great computer. It's gotten me through a
Upgrade? I'm gonna
lot.
upgrade.
It's a 2011.
Damn, what year
2010.
are we in?
There you go.
12 years?
Anyway, confidence. Yes. See, this is the confidence that everybody needs to wear a two piece with.
With the old Mac.
Yeah, with this 2004 back, this motherfucker is building a satellite right now. But I would say, yes, confidence plays an important role, and I think in all fields in the creative realm, not only do you gotta work on the craft, work on the respective talent that you have, but be overly confident about what you do and how you do it. Like to the point, I watched the Brilliant Idiots podcast. It's one of my favorite podcasts,
Oh, which
and
Charlemagne?
yes, yes, with
Yeah, yeah,
Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz. It's a very interesting dynamic. It's Charlemagne and a comedian. I love comedians. Comedians are one of the most are, in my personal opinion, comedians are like philosophers of our time, but they don't get the respect. Anyway, so they were just saying like to be um, in a genius level, to be in a high regard in a level of excellence, you got to be at a level of delusion to the point where you believe all of your shit is the shit. You know what I mean?
I like
And
that.
like,
Yeah.
If
and
you
that's
don't, who
like
will,
what
right?
confidence is. Yes. And once you believe it and you start proving it to people who didn't believe it, then they become believers and start believing it for you for other people. So it's just
Trump.
like confidence
Trump.
in your oh yeah,
That's another topic. That's another topic we don't want to go to right now.
I just agree with
It's
the
the
with
Kool Aid.
the
People, if you drinking your own
Yeah.
Kool Aid, people are gonna be more prone to drink it too. Like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
let me try that.
yes.
I agree with that so wholeheartedly. Yeah.
I love it.
So, I kind of looked it up. Sam, was it breaking and emceeing, DJing, and graffiti?
Yes, it was. I was gonna say it when I came back, but I didn't want to lose the momentum. I'm a little, I'm a little bougie.
So can we say that we're gonna see Sammy with multicolored fingernails? We're gonna see Jose in a possible crop top. I mean, crop top at some point were a guy thing in the 80s. No,
You're
they used to like
Oh
work out
yeah,
in crop
breaking.
yeah,
tops.
yeah,
Well,
yeah. And the basketball
according
players
to
too.
KRS-One, breaking is one of the levels. So yeah, it was like a fishnet crop top. Like
Oh
it
my
really,
god.
yeah, dude. You never.
So
Okay, so you guys are a little young, but that was break. Anyone listening, go on YouTube, put on Breaking 2, the Electric Boogaloo. Came out in 1984, if I'm not mistaken. And your
what
mind
is
will
that? A
be
song?
blown. No, that is a movie. A movie where break dancers get together to stop a rec center from being demolished. But forget about the plot line. Forget about the plot. It's not
Just look at
about
the
that. It's
fashion.
just look at the fashion, and you will be, my God, you will look at how fashion revisits itself. because
Yeah,
most of
Always,
these dudes
facts.
are
always.
doing that today, and that was being flexed in 1984.
I
So
would say I'm past the stage of being surprised by what like
Me
men
too.
are doing now, like that are like I guess for lack of better words, feminine. You know what I mean? I hope I'm not butchering what they're trying to do. I'm not like
yeah,
to be
So
honest.
some people say
It
it's
doesn't affect me.
toxic, going against toxic masculinity. That's what they call it. Like that men are supposed to be rough and hard and unemotional and dress a certain way and like not express
But why is that
themselves and
toxic?
because there's no
What's
growth
toxic?
in it. Like
Wait,
meaning
what's toxic?
like that the way
Oh,
that men are expected to be, like rough, unemotional, they're always right, they're allowed to, be angry, they're allowed to lash out, they're things like that, or dress a certain way. It makes it toxic because there's no growth, there's no accountability. So like while and in the other end, like we were taught like, oh, whenever a man says something, just stay quiet, like don't speak up,
amen.
don't things like that. Shut up, Sam.
you got it,
And
man.
yes,
What
you
he
did.
was trying to say, if it ain't broke, why fix it? You know?
Oh my god.
Okay,
So it
officially
becomes
canceled.
it
Nah.
there's toxic femininity too, right? So what it's toxic because there's no evolution to it, right?
Yeah,
We're not
because
holding each other accountable.
we jumped on that on the gender roles. You know, like one of the folks on that particular speak was saying how she expected the man to pay. Like that was just, So sometimes you look at, I see your face, and I'm like, and
Sam's
I'm
like,
like,
not on my Dave Ramsey budget.
Nah, dude. And, there are sometimes you can't a la carte it. So I feel if you're gonna as a gender as an oh man, I don't want to jump back into that, but I just feel that if men as a whole are trying to because look, I've known since day one. Maybe it's due to my mom. Women are the better species. They're smarter. They're more efficient. We try to combat it, but they just think they're on another chess level that I'm never gonna be a part of. But if we're making those strides and we're trying to talk it through and we're trying not to be, you can't pick it. You can't just go, okay, well, I want that, but I want this too. You're gonna pay for the date. You're gonna be the provider. It's like, dude, come on, man. It's an equal field, dude.
Yeah, you can't pick and choose when you
Yeah, it's
want
not a
like
la
it to
carte.
be a modern thing or a
Yeah,
traditional thing.
exactly. So I don't know.
Well, I recently went to a drag brunch for the first time
But
in Wynwood, and
how was that?
I
How was that
it was expensive, number one.
like?
But to digress.
Calling Dave Ramsey right now.
Pick up your
um, so I guess like while you're eating, they have performers or entertainers, however you want to call it. And it's these guys like dressed in drag, obviously, but they're like performing, they're dancing, they're
It's
like lip
karaoke.
syncing,
It's karaoke.
Yeah, it's
It's
karaoke.
karaoke. It's
But like
karaoke.
they have
It's not that I
costumes.
look. By me saying this, I don't care if I'm canceled. By me saying this, it's not that I don't value performances as a whole, but I'm treating you as I would treat Sam, as I would treat Carla, it's like it's karaoke. It's karaoke. You put on a dress, you put on makeup, and you put on a wig, but you're
It's
karaoke.
next level
What's so
karaoke.
special about it? And they go, no, because what? Because you're voguing? Oh, dude,
I don't know
hit
what
an
drag
80s
brunch you
term.
went
Hit an
to,
80s
but
term. You
these
see, that's
guys
my
were
problem.
not
That's my
voguing.
problem. That's my
I
problem.
think
Um,
dragging is karaoke.
It's
Is that what you're
karaoke,
saying?
dude. It's
Yeah, being a
karaoke.
drag.
Jose,
It's
I'm gonna
not
dog walk
anything
you right
out of this
now.
world. If you were singing, I'll give you more props. But you're lip syncing and you're dressed, whatever,
You mean to tell me, Jose? You mean to tell me you are not impressed by drag queens?
I'm not impressed by drag queens. It's just like, okay, so I'm gonna pay for some fucking what that brunch. You overpaid for some eggs and mimosa to
It
watch a
wasn't
couple,
eggs, number one. Look, I
whatever it
think you're
was, Ex
salty about
Benedict's.
whatever drag brunch you went to, but this one was good.
No, it's just like I went to a drag show, so I was like, whatever, and everyone, everyone was overhyping it, and I'm just like, it was just lip syncing. It's lip syncing.
He didn't get his
Dude,
money's worth.
I'll put on
I
lipstick.
did.
I'll probably kill it. I'll put on lipstick. I'll put on a wig. I'll put on a dress
You
because I
gotta
don't give a
put
shit,
like full on
and
makeup,
I'll
Jose.
kill that. I don't care. I'll kill. I'll put
No,
on the
look,
girdle or what's the Spanx? What's it called
I don't know what
nowadays?
it's called.
Whatever it's called. But I'll kill it. I'll kill it. It's not anything. And I'm not giving you more props than I'm gonna give a Broadway performer who dances, sings,
But why are you so passionate about this drag brunch that you
No,
went to?
because as a society, everyone, I feel they're getting a leg up on the support because they're like, oh, speak your truth. It's like you're lip syncing. Do something.
Oh my
Juggle.
god, I am
Juggle.
editing this out.
No, no,
Hey, no,
juggle. Juggle.
who's a better drag queen, them or Tyler?
Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry. Hands down. Hands down.
You guys are fools. That's what you
No,
are.
I don't care. I don't get canceled. Look, I don't even have
It's
a
not
presence
even
on
about
social media.
cancer. This is your passionate opinion about the
No,
drag brunch
just
that you went
because a
to.
comedian has a talent. It's not like
Oh
a
my god.
Kardashian thing.
Can I
It's like a
finish my
Kardashian.
Oh
story?
yeah, yeah,
I went on
Joe.
a rampant.
Finish.
I'm sorry. Go, go.
Let's talk
Okay.
about your experience.
The drag brunch that I went to, my only complaint was that it was expensive, unlike Jose's lack of talent brunch. So
It wasn't lack of
to
talent. I mean, if you lip sync, you're talented, I guess, to some
okay,
extent.
Jose,
Wait,
to
wait.
paint the picture, okay, it was outside. There was two areas, outside and inside. We sat outside. There's tents, right? So they're like the tents are like put up by like steel, poles. Yes, can you guys picture that? Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's like a walkway where no tables, no picnic tables are at, right? And that's where they come out. So one by one, like there's a person who's hosting. She's dressed in full drag, huge wig, like super animated, like everything, right? You're supposed to change your money into dollar bills because I guess it's half strip club, but they're not stripping.
Yeah. We get it.
But these guys come out and like they're dressed based on like the song that they're performing or whatever, right? But let me tell you something. Okay, the dances or the acts that they do, like I had someone get on, like hold on, like pull themselves up on the steel things, do a underground, like an under, I don't even know how to, like
Okay, well, there's talent
a
there.
backwards, twerk and land in a split. This is a man dressed as a woman, so just imagine that. On the concrete, okay? With pumps, like right? Like these platform shoes and they're dancing around killing it and you're tipping like this was a full-on show. So I cannot dress how they dress, have that confidence, do all that.
Yeah.
And so, Jose, I'm sorry that
No, no,
you went
no.
to a
In that,
sucky show,
no, 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 no.
but the one I went to,
In that regard, I get it. The fashion, or the level of time that they have to do with the makeup, the wig, and all that. I get it. I get it. It's just, and
they did
that's lit. That's
flips.
completely
They did,
different. That's
one of
awesome.
them ate it even. Like I paid
But
Oh
extra
my
for that.
god.
I just feel like the whole, as a nation, we're always supporting it, and it's like, what is the talent really? So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm diluting it, but it's just like you're lip syncing, dude. You're lip syncing.
So let's shout
Like,
out the brunch that you went to. Where?
it wasn't a brunch. It was a no. It's like a friend was getting married or something, and I went to a drag queen show, and it was just, I get it, but I was just like, what's with the hype? What's with the hype? It's
Jose's
just,
like, I could
but
do a
now I
better
get it.
job.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Bam.
And I stand by it. And I stand by it. I stand by it. And RuPaul's good, but really, come on, man. What the hell? I can rock that too. Anybody here can put on thing, and then they do
No,
exaggerated
no, you
motions,
can't,
and
bro.
then
Trust me. What I
whatever.
saw, you
Wait,
can't.
wait.
You can't
Can
do.
can I share
Yeah,
something?
go ahead.
What? Uh oh.
So
She
one
she's getting
time,
dragged.
well, one time, Sammy let me put makeup on him.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Sam's gonna go mute your mic.
We were in, I don't
Shut
know.
up, Noelia. What are you
Noelia.
doing?
Okay,
Stop.
what
Then
was the occasion?
he
What was
called me
the
by my middle name, so I gotta stop. Sorry.
Sam? So
I
what was that experience like? It felt pampering. Just be honest.
he's on mute. He's on mute. I don't hear
What's
anything.
the big deal? We were
Hey,
kids.
hashtag taken aback.
We were kids.
You were her
Carla.
model. You're her doll.
Oh man.
I'm a
Wait.
global.
Speak.
I'm an
Speak to that.
international artist. You
I
cannot
got in trouble because I said I put makeup on him when I was.
How?
say
How?
it again.
Wait. How long have you been friends?
Forever.
This podcast show is over. I'm already sweating.
Yeah, no, I am too. It's because the AC's off. Can you turn the AC? We have
How
been
long have you
friends
guys been
since
friends?
1998. I don't know. We were in second grade.
Oh my God. 1995, I graduated high school.
The level of disrespect in this
Yeah, it
Damn.
could
room.
have been Oh yeah, I think 96, 95, 96.
96.
Yeah,
Wow, you guys are. Yeah.
They're
And you
basically
guys always been
siblings.
here in Miami.
pretty much. What did you
What
ask,
was what part of what school or what area did you grow up in?
Kendall?
Oh,
Kendall Town.
Docious, you're a Kendall boy?
Killeen.
Candillian.
Are you kidding me?
Why?
Yes.
What did you think he
What
was
was
from?
that like? Were you the only
The
Say
token
it.
black
Say it.
melanin
guy.
enhanced boy? Yeah, talking about that.
Were you the only member of
I was always
ethnicity?
the boy.
Because Jose was the
Deuces, bro.
token black guy at his school.
Always. Always. My parents
Yeah.
didn't know how to pick schools correctly. They would either put me in like an all white school or an all Cuban school or an all black school. But then, well, the black school was good because I went to Carroll City. But then
Ah.
I was still trying to learn English. So I was trying to speak correctly. And then
But
the
he would say
phonics hadn't.
cash instead of catch.
Oh,
Where are you from?
Puerto Rican, Dominican.
Ah,
So I came
claro.
over from Puerto Rico, and I'm trying to
Oh,
learn.
just like you.
so we're cousins.
Where are you from?
I was born in Puerto Rico and my mom's Dominican and my dad's Argentinian.
Joe, we're the
It's
hybrids.
because of
So
Jose that
Yeah.
yeah.
I learned what Cracker Day was.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
think
that's a
any of
thing
us
in
What's
here
Miami.
know
Cracker
what
But
Day?
I
that
don't
is.
think Docious ever went into. So Cracker Day. Oh man,
That sounds like
this
fun.
is okay. So
It's not
Cracker
fun.
Day is a. I don't even know the day, believe it or not. But and it's funny because
So this
what's
was
his
once a
name? That
year?
DJ. Yeah, once a year. What's
So
this
what
guy?
happened?
Oh my God, another one. What's this guy's name?
DJ
DJ
Khaled.
Khaled.
DJ Khaled actually spoke to it on a documentary because he's from down here and he spoke on Cracker Day. So me and my buddy were talking about it, and he was also, your cousin, Joe's cousin, actually. Me and him are kind of like really close friends, and he didn't know what that was, and I'm like, shut up. You know what that is. Come
We
on,
were
everyone
poor,
has
but we
Cracker Day.
weren't that
And I'm
poor.
and I'm like, you don't know what Cracker Day is? I was like, it's Cracker Day, dude. Come on. It happens once a year. And he was glassy eyed.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So basically, all the melanin enhanced kids in the school would beat
Yep.
down on the melanin deficient kids, trying to be as politically correct as possible. And it would be a beatdown. The thing is, in one of those skirmishes, you see, that's another thing. That's why I got called an Oreo because using words like skirmishes. In one of those things, I got caught in the game, and they were gonna attack me, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm black," and they go, "You're not black enough," is what they told
Oh.
me. I just ran. So they called me an Oreo, which again I didn't know what that meant at the time.
Oh, me too.
But oh, you too. So then I
Yo,
was like, oh, because you use words like I remember one
Because
time I was
Jose would
stuck.
speak properly
I,
versus,
but I
you
was
know.
trying to learn English, man. You know, if they tell you, hey, this is how you speak,
that's
then
what you're
I'm like
supposed to
trying to
speak. You're
learn the
supposed to.
rules. I didn't know you can say strawberries instead of strawberries.
Oh
Oh,
my
you can
goodness.
slip in a K in that thing? You know, so I didn't know that.
Strawberry.
So then later on, so yeah, that was Cracker Day. But then as I called my friends up, none of them knew what that was. Those were the schools I
But
went
see,
to.
Jose, if you would have been dressed in drag, they would have stayed away from you.
Yo, yeah, that's a 50-50 on
They
that
would
one.
have been
I
like,
don't
you
know.
know, we're just
Never
gonna
mind.
leave this one
No,
alone.
you know,
He may be a little crazy.
Nah, he just did his makeup. Let him go.
He got his face beat. We don't need to beat him up.
if they did beat my ass, my mascara or whatever I like would be streaming down.
Oh my gosh.
Hell no.
But yeah,
But no, honestly, and going back to your question, I applaud it. And drag queens aside, I really do. I was just making fun of the fact that, you're drag queens are the Kardashians of the talent world.
oh, that's
Doshas
a
has to
soundbite
write
right
lip.
there.
Yeah, yeah, I don't
That's a
care.
sound.
Sam Doshas
I'm
has
clipping
to.
only that part.
I don't care. No, it's the truth. It's like Sam Doshas has to write. Carla has to design. Lip syncing, anybody can effing do.
What
Karaoke.
about
There's more
what
talent in
about lip
karaoke.
syncing and dancing? That's hard.
I only respect the fashion sense, like
I
the
Wait,
think
effort
dancing
that
is
they
harder
put
than
in
lip
the
yeah,
syncing.
I was just gonna say that. I'm like, I don't know.
dancing.
If you're dancing, okay, fine. But lip syncing, that's if you're
Yeah, if
singing,
you're just singing,
singing
it's
and
Okay,
dancing,
you
then
know what? I can
Yeah,
agree to that.
because
I can agree
Beyonce
to that.
sings and dance, but she don't lip sync
I'll
and
agree to
dance.
that. Okay, correction on my part. You're right. You're 100% right.
it's hard to
No,
breathe.
I
Jose, we
would
need
say
to go to a drag brunch. The
I've
right one.
been to it. They're not. I wasn't.
No,
I
no,
just
the
wasn't
right one.
impressed. Oh,
No, no.
I don't see
When
the
have you
guy
ever
I
been to
need
one?
to.
what?
Have you
Have you
been to
been to
one?
one?
Yeah, the day
Been
you
to
you
what?
did his makeup.
No, Joe, don't bring that up. If not, I won't hear.
Well,
He's at my
game
house,
over.
so
That's another soundbite right there.
he's over there. So please don't put me in more trouble.
The problem with having female best friends, they take advantage of your innocence.
Your pure heart.
Your vulnerability. No, but
I
yeah,
am.
I do respect the fashions. It's always gonna go forward. I mean, that's something from the beginning of time.
It's
It's
gonna
always gonna
evolve.
it's always gonna evolve, and sometimes there's a little throwback to the past, and then it kind of springboards forward. I applaud it. Like I see things, and I'm like, I think if anything, I feel intimidated by it, but I do
Well,
truly respect
to
it
be
because
honest,
it's still
I
a way of showing creativity.
to be honest, I feel like there's nothing new under the sun. I just feel like people just bring their twist to it because as individuals, I think every individual, whether you think you're creative or not, you have something that's different and it is creative. So I feel like even with the bathing suits, I'm like, well, I can't really create anything new. The bikini's already been made, and after that, all the styles, the one piece, all you can do is just add your twist, add a print to it, and put your style into it and make it yours. But
It's true.
it's
You're
always gonna
dealing with
repeat.
2,000 years of fashion.
Exactly.
Everything's pretty much been done.
I want to go
It's not,
back to
yeah.
Egyptians.
I suggest you put bell bottoms on bikinis.
In the leg holes.
They just flare up at the
Freaking.
thighs.
Or you
Think
can
about the
use like
tan line.
special fabrics. You know.
So what I do to try to be different is actually I try to make my own print. So that I don't know if you saw my page, but that pineapple coconut print, I put it together with a graphic designer and they made that print. So nobody else can use that. They could try to do something similar, but that's my print.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Respect.
that's
So
dope.
nice.
So yeah, basically, I guess to wrap it up, it's a lot of, I guess, dependent on your confidence level, right? Because even if you,
Agreed.
for example, Jose wore that pink shirt, if he didn't have the confidence enough, he couldn't pull it off because he doesn't feel comfortable in it, right? But as for me, I mean, I would say, bro, whatever floats your boat, however you feel the most comfortable in. And I guess we have something to learn from that too, right? Not always be so judgy to ourselves and insecure and just kind of have a little courage and wear that thing we've always wanted to wear, things like that. So, what do you guys think?
I agree because I
Agreed.
wouldn't want nobody to
Agreed.
tell me to get off my leggings.
Yeah, man. I would also add to that. It's a matter of like what you're comfortable with. I really, once again, I'm really good at minding my own business. The same for everybody when it comes to these people wearing their clothes. Like the clothes ain't bothering nobody. It ain't hurting nobody. It don't take much from your taxes. You ain't paying for it. You know what I mean? So it's just like I'm. Is it fun to watch? Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep it moving at the end of the day. So just more power to everybody. Wear what you wear. Be respectful. Love yourself. Love everybody. And buy my new album. It's on kingdocious.com. It's called Memoirs of an Introvert.
And Carla, where can they follow you at?
At Made in Miami Boutique.
Okay, and Sammy?
That's my business one.
No,
You don't want to
he
know about my
just
personal life. I got kids.
Yeah, hers is boring. I'm just kidding.
Sam at
Oh,
what? What's your handle?
at King Docious, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I even got a Pinterest where I post a lot of just random black art. You know what I'm saying? My
LinkedIn.
MySpace, King Docious. I have a LinkedIn, but that's you don't want to be on my LinkedIn. I'm very boring there. I'm very boring on my LinkedIn. But if you really want to find me, just you can Google King Docious, or you can just go to kingdocious.com. Docious. King spelled traditionally, but I'm unconventional for everybody who listens to me.
All right, y'all. Thank you once again for joining
Was a
us. I
nice
hope you
fit.
guys I hope you guys had a good time.
It was mad fun. I
great.
miss you, Joe,
Um
baby.
I miss you guys too. We should get together
I'm
in real
down.
life.
Real life.
Real
Real
life,
life.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Not of the
Let's do like
metaverse.
let's do what do they do in the like the reality shows? Like the
Oh,
after
the
Reunions.
reunion.
Oh
we
yeah.
should do a podcast reunion.
I'm
I'm
down
down
for
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 that.
it.
sure.
All right, I'll let you guys know maybe in a next week or two if you guys want.
I'm
Beautiful.
down.
Jose,
Thank you
pleasure
for
to
having
meet
us.
you again.
Of course.
Boom.
Anytime, guys.
Likewise. Noosh.
Jose,
All
thank
right,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Doshi and Carla, I'll see you guys.
I
Okay?
look
Love
forward
you,
It
to
was
getting
an
man.
canceled.
Great
honor.
job.
Thank you.
Say hi to everybody for me.
No,